Hey everyone, today we're talking about something really important happening in India, the One Nation, One Election bill. This bill wants to hold elections for the Lok Sabha, that's our parliament, and all the state assemblies at the same time. This isn't a brand new idea, it's been around for a while. The main goal is to make elections easier and less expensive. It could also mean less work for the government and regular people. The government really likes this idea. They think it will help India grow faster. Important groups like the Law Commission and the Election Commission have liked this idea in the past too. Even a committee led by former President Ram Nath Kovind recommended it. The official name for this bill is the Constitution 129th Amendment Bill 2024. It suggests some big changes to our constitution to make sure these simultaneous elections are legal and actually work. This bill is causing a lot of discussion. Some people agree with it, others don't. It's important to understand everyone's point of view so we can decide if one nation, one election is good for India. So how would this one nation, one election thing even work? The bill suggests a few changes to our constitution. One change is to Article 83, which is about how long the Lok Sabha lasts. The change would make the Lok Sabha's term 5 years, starting on a date the president chooses. Another big change is to Article 172, which is about how long state assemblies last. They want to link this to the Lok Sabha's term, so state assemblies would also last 5 years. There's also a brand new article, Article 82A. This one sets up the rules for holding elections at the same time and explains how the Election Commission will manage everything. The change to Article 327 makes it officially legal to do this. The bill has a plan to make all the election timelines match up. The president will pick a date for the first Lok Sabha meeting after a general election. This date becomes the starting point for both the Lok Sabha and state assemblies. If a state assembly or the Lok Sabha is dissolved early, they'll have new elections. But whoever is elected will only serve until the original 5-year term is over. This keeps everything running on the same schedule. Getting this bill passed isn't simple. It needs a special majority in Parliament because it changes the Constitution. Article 368, 2 of the Constitution, explains what a special majority means. 2/3 of the members present and voting in both houses of Parliament have to say yes. There's another big question. Do at least half of the state legislatures also need to agree? This is important because the bill changes how the central government and states work together, which is a big part of how India is run. Legal experts don't all agree on this. Some say the states absolutely have to agree because the bill affects their power. They say it shifts the balance between the central government and the states. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, a well-known lawyer, believes this. Other experts think the states don't need to agree because the bill doesn't change the 7th schedule of the Constitution. This schedule lists what the central government and states can make laws about. Siddharth Luthra, another important lawyer, agrees with this view. This bill has people on both sides. Supporters say it will save a ton of money. Elections are expensive and doing them all at once is much cheaper. They also say that having elections all the time makes it hard for the government to do its job. Governments spend so much time campaigning that they can't focus on important things. One nation, one election would give them more time to work. People who don't like the bill are worried about how it affects the state's power. They think it gives too much power to the central government and that regional parties might have a harder time. Right now, the bill is being looked at by a Joint Parliamentary Committee, or JPC. This committee is like a small version of Parliament with members from both houses. They'll study the bill carefully, talk to experts and let regular people share their thoughts. Then they'll write a report with their suggestions and Parliament will look at it before making a final decision. Lots of experts have weighed in. Home Minister Amit Shah really supports the bill. He says it's totally legal and will be good for India. Former President Ram Nath Kovind agrees and thinks it will save money and make things easier for voters. Opposition leaders like Jairam Ramesh, MK Stalin, John Brittus and Mamata Banerjee don't like the bill. They're worried it will hurt how India is run. This one nation, one election bill is a big deal in Indian politics. It could really change how elections work. We'll have to wait and see what happens.